Have you ever wondered if a country could prioritize happiness over money? Well, pack your bags, because we're heading to the last great Himalayan kingdom, Bhutan. This isn't just a place on a map. It's a philosophy, a way of life that will completely change how you see the world. So, what makes Bhutan so special? Forget GDP, gross domestic product. Bhutan famously champions GNH, or gross national happiness. Imagine a government that actually measures its success based on the well-being of its people, not just its economic output. This concept isn't just a catchy slogan. It's woven into the very fabric of their society and policymaking. The four pillars of GNH are sustainable development, environmental protection, cultural preservation, and good governance. It's a holistic approach that balances material and spiritual well-being. Think about that for a second. While the rest of the world is in a frantic race for more, Bhutan is calmly asking, are we happy? This focus creates a society with strong community bonds, low crime rates, and a palpable sense of peace that you can feel the moment you arrive. People genuinely care for one another, and this collective sense of contentment is something you won't find anywhere else. One of the most incredible things you will notice in Bhutan is how deeply they are connected to their traditions. In a world of fast fashion and fleeting trends, Bhutanese people proudly wear their national dress digo for men and the kira for women every single day. It's not for tourists. It's part of their identity. You'll see ancient monasteries or jongs perched dramatically on cliff sides, not as crumbling ruins, but as living, breathing centers of community and spiritual life. Festivals like the Sichu are vibrant explosions of color, dance, and faith, where centuries-old stories are retold through masked performances. This isn't a culture preserved behind glass in a museum. It's alive and thriving, passed down from generation to generation with immense pride. Now, let's talk about the environment. Bhutan isn't just carbon neutral, it's carbon negative. What does that mean? It means this tiny kingdom absorbs more carbon dioxide than it produces. Their constitution mandates that at least 60% of the country must remain under forest cover for all time. Currently, it's over 70%. This commitment has created a breathtakingly pristine landscape. We're talking lush green valleys, crystal clear rivers, and the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas serving as a majestic backdrop to everyday life. Trekking here is like stepping into a paradise untouched by time. You're breathing some of the purest air on the planet, surrounded by an incredible biodiversity of flora and fauna. This is nature in its most powerful, protected, and revered form. But living in paradise isn't without its challenges. Let's look at the other side of the coin. That beautiful isolation comes at a price. Getting to Bhutan isn't easy. The country's main airport, Paro, is considered one of the most challenging in the world to land at, with only a handful of pilots certified to fly the treacherous route through the Himalayan valleys. Flights are limited and can be expensive, which naturally restricts the number of people who can visit. This exclusivity is by design. Bhutan has a high-value, low-volume tourism policy. This policy means that most tourists must pay a daily fee, known as the Sustainable Development Fee. While this fee helps fund education, healthcare, and infrastructure, it makes a trip to Bhutan a significant financial investment for many. It's a deliberate strategy to avoid the negative impacts of mass tourism, preserving the very culture and environment that make it so unique. So, while you're contributing directly to the country's wealth, the high cost can be a major barrier for budget travelers. It's a classic case of paradise being protected by a paradise. This isolation also impacts the economy and opportunities for the Bhutanese people, especially the youth. While the focus on happiness is admirable, the economy is still developing. Job opportunities outside of agriculture and tourism can be scarce. Young, educated Bhutanese sometimes face a difficult choice: stay in their serene homeland with limited career paths, or seek opportunities abroad, away from their families and culture. The country is grappling with how to modernize and create economic growth without sacrificing its core values and unique identity. It's a delicate balancing act that many developing nations face, but it is especially pronounced in a country that has intentionally kept the outside world at arm's length for so long. So, is Bhutan a real-life Shangri-La? The answer is complex. It's a nation that has boldly chosen a different path, prioritizing the spiritual and collective well-being of its people over relentless economic growth. The result is a country of breathtaking beauty, deep-rooted culture, and a tangible sense of peace. You can walk through its forests, visit its monasteries, and feel a sense of tranquility that is rare in our modern world. However, it's also a country facing real-world challenges. The geographic and self-imposed isolation that protects it also creates hurdles for economic development and accessibility. The very policies that preserve its magic also make it a dream that is out of reach for many. Ultimately, Bhutan serves as a powerful reminder. It asks us to question our own definitions of success and progress. Is a skyscraper-filled city truly more advanced than a valley where people live in harmony with nature? Is a booming economy worth the cost of a stressed-out, disconnected society? Bhutan doesn't have all the answers, but it is asking all the right questions. It's a testament to the idea that another way is possible. A way where happiness is the ultimate treasure. A journey to Bhutan is more than just a vacation. It's an education for the soul. What do you think? Would you trade economic opportunity for a guaranteed sense of well-being and a pristine environment? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Kingdom of the Thunder Dragon, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into the world's most fascinating places. Thanks for watching.